I have long wondered, and after studying and trying to find out as much info as possible, this is what I came up with.
Xander, where is he? You tell me, old man. You tell me why he left.
He left because of you.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, really? What about this?
Wes? Are you, like, mad at me or something?
Stop it.
Isn't it what you desire? I mean, you love me, I love you. What's the big deal?
I loved her.
You loved this. And part of you still does. I can feel it in you. I wish to explore it further.
Never. You. Like this. It sickens me.
Oh, Lord. We both know that ain't true.
Stop it. Change back. Be blue. Be anything. Don't be her. Don't ever be her.
As you wish.
Hello, everyone. This is Dare to Speak once again. And what you just saw was just an example of what I meant by shapeshifting. And when I first heard about it, it was basically on the subject of werewolves. You know, werewolves, they shapeshift. The movie The Howling, for any of you who remembers that, shapeshifters was basically used, from what I remember, and I'm only speaking for myself, from what I remember, to describe werewolves. They could change shape at any time they want, from human to wolf, and stuff like that. They call them shapeshifters. So the whole full moon thing doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But in this controversial subject, which I don't know, this isn't conclusive. This is just something that I came across. I came across this information, and I just wanted to know what you think. You know, what do you think about it? When it comes to the so-called this alien reptilian shapeshifting that people talk about, which I have no idea what to say about it, because I don't really get into this that much. Not as much as, you know, studying about haunted houses and goblins and elves and witchcraft and stuff like that. But I do get into aliens every now and then. However, when it comes to reptilian shapeshifting, from what I understand, from what I did in my research, it's a form of shapeshifting that these reptile aliens do, which is called xendomorph. And what xendomorph is when a person's body shapeshifts into another body. It doesn't matter if that person is 5'6" and he shapeshifts into this creature that's 6'2". It doesn't matter. And the clothes rip, whatever clothes they're wearing, it rips and this and that, and then they shapeshift into this type of creature. Now, whether it's some other type of monster, I don't know what it is. I'm not, whatever you want to call it. Some people think they're demons, and some people think they're something else. But whatever the case may be, it's called xendomorph. If you want to look it up, that's what it is. And the example of what you just saw with that old man shapeshifting into this one creature, that's how, according from what I understand, that's how long it takes. It takes only a few seconds for them to shapeshift into that. And that other episode, that other with that woman who turned into that hell god, Illyria, they only took a few seconds. And I did remember from a nightmare that I had that I saw some people shapeshift like that. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that story. There's a lot. It's kind of long, so I'm not going to get into that. But it's called xendomorph. So you might want to look it up, and then you'll find out what it is. Just look under alien shapeshifting xendomorph or whatever. Now, whatever these so-called reptilian aliens are, that they, the ones people say that the ones that are walking around passing for human. From what I understand, they are human, but every human being, whether you want to accept it or not, every human being has a very powerful mind. Like people that move objects by thought, telekinesis or psychokinesis, people that can levitate, people that can do all these sorts of supernatural feats. And like Shaolin monks, so they could, with the power of their mind, they could activate their chi when they practice enough, and then they could withstand pain. And the so-called iron skin, where they could actually withstand swords and spear points and stuff like that. If you take it to a much higher level, some people can actually do that. Anybody can actually do these kind of things, these supernatural type of feats. The only thing is, some people can do it easier than others, which is based on their DNA. It's based on their genetics. Some people are genetically born to be very sensitive to this type of ability than others. And this is not conclusive. I really don't know if it's true, but this is just like what I found out. It's up to you. I just want to know your opinion on it for anybody who's viewing this. So some people, because of the fact that we have a powerful enough mind to do that, some people are are genetically born to be very sensitive to xendomorph than others. And once they do this, from what I understand, there's supposed to be some kind of ritual that they do, and then in some kind of private area, and whether they sacrifice people or do, I don't know, so whatever they do, what they do, I don't know what they do. And then they shapeshift. They use the xendomorph ability to shapeshift from human to the reptile. And I don't know exactly in the detail of how more they do it, how they do it. Besides that, I don't know if there's something present in there that attaches to their aura that helps them to shapeshift more. I don't know. I have no idea how that works. I just know from what I know right now, from the information that I'm presenting right now. But it's called xendomorph. and these people are genetically born with a specific DNA that are very sensitive to this ability, and they're able to shapeshift into this type of creature. So they're called walk-ins or half-breeds. These are these type of people that we're talking about. Now, whether it's people in politics, the list goes on and on about who they are, and certain celebrities or whatever, that people say they're not human. From what I found out, and again, this is not conclusive, they are human. It's just that they have the ability, like I said before, through their own genetics, to be able to be very sensitive to xendomorph ability. So if you have any questions, drop a comment, anything, you know what to do. And again, to all of you, take care.